Now to another boxing legend joining us tonight.
And Mike said if he ever fought Floyd, he said he would have to fight him dirty to beat him because his defense is so good. But just a special exhibition.
When boxing's most feared fighter met the sport's most confident perfectionist on stage, sparks flew. At the Mayweather vs. Tyson press conference, raw aggression collided with calculated skill in a showdown no one expected. Mike Tyson stared Floyd Mayweather down and delivered the chilling words, "I will hurt you," sending shockwaves through the room. The tension was palpable, and this fight isn't just about two legends facing off. It's personal, fueled by years of pride, rivalry, and unfinished business.
He great, but he older, but he way bigger. He great, but he younger, but he way smaller. It's kind of, is he really gonna come in and try to kill him? And if he did do that, what would people think about him? You understand where I'm coming from? So it's like, for me, it's a no-win for Mike. Because if you come out and smash Floyd, people gonna say, why would you do that to him? You know you're a heavyweight. He ain't never been no heavyweight. You feel me? If Floyd comes out and outbox Mike, okay, they would live with that, but Mike can't win. If he wins, he's not gonna be good. If he loses, he's not gonna be good. So it's no win for Mike. So it's like, for me,
but Mike is gonna win though.
I understand, but I'm looking, yeah, he is gonna win that. But what I'm saying, for me, the money he'll win, yes, but outside of that, everything else is a loss. And like they say, to me,
I don't think he cares though at this point.
He probably don't, but all money ain't good money. But he probably don't care.
Mike is a businessman.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
That's what I think.
Okay. So if he's a businessman, he's gonna win at the bank, but he's gonna lose in the ring. That's quite obvious.
Maybe it's the little kid in me, the fan, the boxing fan. Yeah. Like, I know Floyd is older.
Yeah.
I know Mike is older.
Yeah.
But I want to see what happened. I want to see how this thing play out.
The energy in the room was electric. Tyson entered first, composed but icy, while Floyd followed with his signature Money Mayweather swagger, diamonds gleaming, shades on, carrying himself like he owned the world.
It's going great. You know, I feel good. Working hard each and every day. And
The mood changed instantly when Tyson leaned in, locked eyes with Floyd, and started throwing sharp digs. He wasn't joking. You could see the intensity in his gaze. For Tyson, this isn't an exhibition. It's personal. The press room erupted, flashes, security on alert, while Floyd kept a cool smirk, though his body language hinted otherwise. Things got even more interesting because this wasn't supposed to be Tyson versus Mayweather. Originally, it was Roy Jones Jr. calling out Floyd for months, ready to drop down and make the fight happen.
He did, and that's fine. I went out of my way to troll him a little bit now. If you want to fight, come on. I mean, I ain't tripping. You ain't got to troll me. Come see me. That's who I am. I don't do talk well, you know.
Have you heard anything from him or anybody in the camp?
No, I ain't heard nothing yet, but they know where I'm at, and they know how to find me.
I mean, you think there's a possibility, Roy? Like, we might get this exhibition?
Ain't gonna be no exhibition. I want it real. Ain't no sense being an exhibition. What we gonna play for? We both fight for real. What we playing for? Wasn't no exhibition. We didn't make it real. Exhibition for people playing. We ain't playing. I ain't anyway.
I mean, I'm being kind of lighthearted about this. You seem a little intense. I've interviewed you a lot of times. I don't think I've seen this look in your eye before.
Well, I mean, I don't bother nobody. I'm authorized. I can have my own opinion. If you got a problem with my opinion, then anything I say, I'll be willing to fight about. That's why I don't fuss much, because if I say it, I mean it. And if you want to do something about it, come on.
All right, real quickly.
Inside the ring, outside the ring, I don't care. Do whatever, wherever you want to do it. That's what I'm built for this.
But Floyd completely dodged Roy's challenge, and to rub salt in the wound, he even posted a video of himself watching Roy Jones Jr. get knocked out.
Career, he's really been hurt. He's gone down before one time, but there was a perfect left hand. Roy never saw it coming. Roy is out. And Roy may be out of boxing.
And that's why Carver wanted to be the counterpuncher, because he answered Roy's right hand with a perfect left-hand shot that knocked Jones out. There it was. One previous knockdown against Luca Dow, that was a flash in Madison Square Garden in New York. This is the first time Roy Jones has been hammered by a power punch, and it's cost him.
He wants to do, or has to do, he's going to start doing it this round right now. I think he really realizes that he's getting jeopardy of losing the fight. Before he felt it was okay. Well, he turned it up against
and a left hand, and he pulled the handles again for the second time in 2 fights, and for the second time in 2 fights, he's not been get up, and he's been knocked out again.
Will we ever see Roy Jones in the ring again?
Not the one we are used to seeing, because we didn't see him tonight. We saw the guy who got knocked out by Tarver getting knocked out by Glenn,
And he is still out on the canvas and hurt badly.
In our meeting yesterday, Roy Jones made it clear that he didn't think Tarver's knockout on him suggested he had deteriorated as a fighter. Quote, it's too common.
But that'll do at this stage, just a minute into potentially what is a 36-minute night, 12 3-minute rounds.
Roy Jones Jr. is down.
He's gone.
You become a legend, and Johnny Green is on the verge of history. Green, can Jones survive? This is going to finish. He's on the ground. The crowd roars. Green fires. Can he stop the ring?
Friends, going to the Tasmania.
One minute from Los Teams is struggling. It's over. Daddy Green.
That one video sparked outrage for Roy Jones Jr. and humiliated him in front of the entire boxing world. Then Floyd shocked everyone by naming Tyson as his next exhibition opponent. Why Tyson and not Roy? The answer is simple: money and ego.
You know, ironing out everything, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be exciting for the people and the fans.
Are you going in there to put Mike down and you know, like, hey, this is not, we're going to have fun, we're going to throw a few punches, like, I'm taking this serious?
Tyson's name alone draws massive attention. He's bigger, scarier, and pulls in fans from around the world. For Floyd, it's always been about two things: money and controlling his legacy. He doesn't care who's in the ring as long as the payday is big and all eyes stay on him.
Do you respect the Floyd 50-0, or is it like?
You gotta respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Chavez was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could retire at 80-0. You go ever top that? No. He just didn't stop, right? You got the 50 and you stopped because of Rocky Marciano.
Right.
So Rocky died. If he wouldn't die, he probably would have kept going too. So and then at the end, you fight a guy that's 0-0 for number 50. How can I respect that?
Yeah.
You feel me? Right. So, I mean, I love Floyd, don't get it wrong, I'm not hating on Floyd, but come on, bro, you fight a guy that's 0-0, Conor McGregor was 0-0, and they let you do.
Roy took it personally, calling the matchup a circus and claiming Floyd dodged him because he knew he couldn't win. After that intense press conference, Roy's words feel more true than ever. Floyd may have picked the wrong legend to challenge. Tyson and Floyd were never friends, and their rivalry didn't start in 2025, it's been brewing for decades. Tyson has always respected fighters who honored boxing history, like Ali, Frazier, and Foreman, so when Floyd claimed he was better than Muhammad Ali, it struck a nerve.
Is Ali the same fighter that got beat by a fighter with 7 fights? Every time boxing come on, you don't bring up Muhammad Ali name. You don't bring up Mike Tyson name. You always bring up Floyd Mayweather name.
What do you think about Floyd talking about greater than Ali?
He's very delusional. If he was anywhere near that realm of greater than Ali, he'd be able to take his kids to school by himself.
There you go.
Okay, he can't take his kid to school by himself. And he's talking about he's great. Greatness is not guarding yourself from the people. Greatness is being accepted by the people. He can't take his kids alone to school by himself. He's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man.
There you go. Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Tyson fired back in an interview, calling Floyd delusional. He's talented, but he's no Ali. From that moment on, tension boiled over. Tyson saw Floyd as an egomaniac who disrespected the very sport that made him a legend.
How do you feel about Floyd, though?
Huh?
How do you feel about Floyd?
Awesome fighter, great fighter. You know, he's a little too into himself. You know, he should be. I was the same way too, but you have to come to reality some way. You have to bring your head down to God. We're nothing to be fucking arrogant. You expect us to be ignorant and arrogant. Look where we came from.
That's why I asked the question earlier about you mentoring fighters, because I feel like Floyd looked at you growing up like every other fighter. And the persona and the lifestyle was like, growing up in the hood, we looked at it like, that's Mike Tyson. We see the cars, the jewelry, the flair. Like you was a movie star. You was a hero.
Floyd, meanwhile, saw Tyson as an aging legend he could cash in on, and now's his chance. But Tyson isn't stepping into the ring for money. He's coming to hurt Floyd. He's been training intensely, old school gyms, heavy bags, sparring with young pros. Some say he looked slow against Jake Paul, but that was him holding back. This time, there's no holding back. Tyson is facing someone he truly dislikes.
I believe really, truly, to my core, that they made an agreement where Mike Tyson was only going to hit him to the body full blast. It looked like every time he hit him to the head, he was kind of pulling back.
It just didn't seem like a real fight.
Right. It seemed like a fight to the body, though. Mike was hitting him to the body really hard, and I think he hurt Roy a bunch of times really hard.
Floyd isn't stepping into the ring with Tyson just for fun. This is part of a bigger plan. Just weeks before the press conference, he hinted at a real professional comeback, not exhibitions, aiming for a full return to the pro ring. And the target? Terrence "Bud" Crawford. Floyd's pride can't stand that the boxing world now has a new best ever.
Thank you, GOAT, because you are the GOAT of this era. Terrence "Bud" Crawford.
When Crawford moved up and dominated Canelo Alvarez, fans began calling him the GOAT of this era, and that didn't sit well with Mayweather.
Terrence Crawford is the best fighter on the planet. Pound for pound, he's that dude. In this 4-belt era, he is now the undisputed world champion 3 times over. 140 pounds, 147, now 168 pounds, claiming all the belts. You don't see people doing that very often. Going up against a guy who was perceived as being bigger and stronger, Crawford was strong. Crawford was strong enough to fend him off, strong enough to make him respect his own power. He used his jab, he used his distance. He had poise in the ring, he wasn't rattled. He backed up and moved when necessary and kept us different. He exchanged enough to gain respect when necessary. It was a brilliant, brilliant, masterful fight on Terrence Crawford's part.
Crawford's rise shook the boxing world. No one expected him to beat Canelo. He was the smaller underdog, and everyone thought Canelo would dominate. But Bud didn't just win. He outclassed Canelo with a tactical, precise, and historic performance.
Terrence Crawford had the ability to fight backwards and stay composed, good defense, hands was always up, countering everything that Canelo was throwing at him. He was just a little more active fight. Canelo did hit him to the body, but it was pretty much all Terrence Crawford.
I think some of what we saw from Canelo is what he has to resort to now to fight. Maybe he's dealt with some injuries to where he's not as mobile. It's just the pattern that he's put himself in for the last, 6 to 8 fights. That same pattern is why Bivol was able to get him.
He did not allow Canelo to get inside, man. As soon as Canelo would get into that certain range, you would jab him. We didn't see any lateral moves where he would throw, push off to the side, as we used to see Canelo Alvarez.
Canelo was almost smothering his shot because he couldn't stay at range with him. And Terrence Crawford runs off counter combinations. It would be a wider margin if they fought.
Then came the comment that set Floyd off. Canelo himself said, Terrence Crawford is better than Floyd Mayweather. The same Canelo who once called Floyd his toughest opponent was now putting Crawford above him. You could almost hear Floyd's ego shatter from across the ocean. That moment kicked off the Money Mayweather comeback tour, one last run to prove he's still the greatest.
You know, I didn't have to have 70 fights or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that
the greatest of all time.
Here's the twist. The Tyson fight could wreck Floyd's comeback plan before it even begins. For Tyson, it's about pride. For Floyd, it's everything. If he loses to a 5 feet 8 inches Mike Tyson, even in an exhibition, the internet will savage him. Casual fans won't care about weight classes. They'll just say Iron Mike knocked him out, and that could tarnish Floyd's legacy. Even pros are worried. Calvin Ford, who's worked with Floyd and Tank Davis for years, says this fight feels too personal, and when fights get personal, even the smartest boxers make costly mistakes.
The Floyd Mayweather Mike Tyson exhibition fight.
Oh man, hey, like I said,
Mike don't like Floyd.
Appreciate it, man.
Mike don't what? He don't like Floyd. He always talk bad about Floyd.
Who the face of boxing, Coach? Who the face of boxing today?
Who the face of the boxing?
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is, though.
Eddie Hearn called the fight disrespectful to boxing, but Floyd doesn't care. All he sees is a bigger payday and one more chance to prove he's still the main star of the sport. And even though Roy Jones Jr. isn't in the ring, his influence and shadow hang over every moment of this fight.
And I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I'm the type of guy, I don't hate on nobody. And I don't want to hate on nobody because I'm not really a hater like that. So it's like, if they're going to do it and make it something big for the public to see, and they're going to make money doing it, my hat goes off to them, more power to them. I'm not that kind of guy. You know, it's like, you know, you can sit there and pick it apart and say, well, Mike didn't look good against Jake, or this and that, or that and that, but it's not that. You know, it's like, maybe he had a bad night. We'll see what happens this time. So you should never hate on anybody making money in the sport, because that's what this sport is for. But my hat goes off to him. It's funny, but, you know, that they would announce it the week of all the chaos I got going on, and the week before the Canelo fight. But somebody told me that there was going to be a big announcement like that coming around the time of the Canelo fight, and there it is. So that somebody was correct.
Roy was the one who originally wanted to fight Floyd, and now that Floyd chose Tyson, he feels betrayed. Rumor has it he still plans to be ringside, possibly to confront Floyd directly. If that happens, we could witness a full-blown backstage meltdown.
Roy, you know there's one question on my mind, and I appreciate you answering it. Does Floyd Mayweather want to smoke with Roy Jones Jr.?
Floyd Mayweather, anybody else that wants to smoke with Roy Jones, we know damn well they can get in on Floyd. Has there ever been a question? That's one thing that's different from Roy. That's the difference between Roy and Floyd. Floyd picked who he fought. Roy fought whoever the fuck came to my leg. So don't get me cut. You all made me cut.
They must have really forgot. They must have really forgot. Don't be sorry, Jim. Don't be sorry.
But no, anybody come my way, man, I'm always ready for it. I don't care who it is.
Did you feel disrespect? Like, I mean, obviously you did feel disrespected.
You play stupid games, you know what I mean? Like I said, when this man was supposed hemmed up over there in Dubai, I was one of the people that was trying to lobby to make sure he got home okay. You understand me? So no matter what the difference may be, I still respect you as a champ. Now, you're not my top 5, but I still respect you.
If you thought the first press conference was wild, the next ones will be even crazier. Tyson isn't interested in theatrics. He's out for blood and holds enough bad blood toward Floyd to fill an ocean. Every time Floyd talks about being the best ever, Tyson smirks, knowing exactly how to get under his skin. He'll make sure to bring up Canelo, saying Crawford is better, pointing out Floyd's insecurities at every chance.
You ready? Let's go. All right, guys.
Canelo, choose one, please.
Guys, we had to go. We don't.
Can you elaborate on why Crawford is better than Mayweather? Just a little bit of detail.
Oh, he can switch. He's very smart guy. He's better.
From a pure boxing perspective, this matchup is insane. Floyd stands 5 feet 8 inches and weighs around 155 pounds, while Tyson is a natural 220. Even in an exhibition, one clean hook from Tyson could end the fight instantly.
Can Mike Tyson hit Floyd Mayweather? Floyd Mayweather, when you look at him, never took much damage in his career. Floyd hasn't been hit much. Floyd has all of his faculties about himself. He's still fine. Would he be willing to risk all that to go fight Mike Tyson? Can Mike Tyson...
But Floyd's defense is still top-notch. Even at 48, his reflexes outmatch most active pros. The real question is whether he can stay flawless for several rounds against a fighter who built his career on chaos.
Floyd Mayweather is a way better fighter than Mike Tyson, and I don't even understand how this is a debate. Mike Tyson had this aura about him, you know, this fear. He put fear in people's hearts. Floyd didn't make people fear him, but they dreaded to fight him. None other than Mike Tyson, the icon. Of course, we're going to get 1 million people in the comment section thinking they know about the sport, but Floyd's been in the tougher fights, and he's just accomplished.
Tyson isn't coming to trade jabs. He's coming to destroy. If Floyd wins, he cements his legend as untouchable, the man who even outsmarted Iron Mike. But if he loses, his entire TBE legacy could crumble overnight.
Speaking of boxing, do you think Floyd's the GOAT?
Oh, undeniably. I don't even think it's close. Yeah,
Okay.
As far as like an actual fighter for fight, like fight for fight, pound for pound, the Floyd, how can he not be the greatest? Like, as far as like, he's never lost. He's the greatest defensive fighter without a doubt.
Not even close.
I don't even think it's a debate.
It's not a debate.
Floyd's been hit hard maybe 4 times in his career.
It's not a debate.
He's touched the floor One time, bro.
That's not a debate.
How do you fight 50 times and touch the floor?
This isn't just a boxing match anymore. It's ego versus legacy. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our upcoming videos, and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.